Let me come take this with you.
Don't expect anything less than the number one rated Caribbean show. Caribbean vibration. Caribbean vibration. Caribbean vibration.
Hello and welcome to Caribbean Vibrations. It's me, Alan. Welcome back to another week of Caribbean Vibrations. We're so glad you're watching us. Now, next week it's all about Toronto Caribbean Carnival. That's right, Scotiabank, Toronto Caribbean Carnival, which I like to call Caribana. We won't get into that. But there's so many things going on. So you know what? On this week's show, we're going to give you a glimpse of what's coming up for Caribana. Plus, we got a couple special interviews. So here's what's coming up on this week's show. Next week in Toronto, it's all about Toronto Carnival. We're going to show you some carnival stuff, including an interview with the Toronto Masqueraders Association. We're also speaking with mostly unique events about their Carnival Week events, which benefits Sickle Cell research. We also have a special Toronto Carnival event listings. But first up, before we get into all the fun, we have a serious topic that we should all know about: mental illness. We don't really talk about it in the community, and we met these great ladies who are doing a documentary called The Blind Stigma.
My name is Stacy-Ann, and I'm an actress and producer who currently resides in Toronto. Back in 2011, while living in Vancouver, I was diagnosed with anxiety, and shortly after that, I developed a severe case of suicidal depression. I can attest to you that dealing with both of these mental illnesses and overcoming them is a core key to my success story. Okay, the story behind making this documentary is I myself have been through anxiety and depression, and originally I wanted to create a book to show my journey, but because I'm more of a visual person, I decided to do a documentary, and I decided to do it about the Black community because it's such a stigma that has been swept under the rug for a very long time. I got anxiety while I was living in Vancouver, and at first I didn't even know what it was, but I just felt like my heart was just racing like 1,000,000 times per second. And even after my anxiety, it spiraled into depression. And it was something that was new to me, and I didn't know how to control it.
I think that we have such a stigma because I think it's a cultural thing. From other cultures, they're more accepting. Like, we did some research online and found that in the different communities, like Caucasians, Native community, they actually had specific research about how many people had depression, anxiety, how many people got help. So they had statistics. You know, in our community, we had no statistic. And the basis of that is because although we do suffer from it and there is a rise, we're just not having the statistics to back it up because people are not getting the help in our community that they need.
The documentary on the whole, when it first came to me, Stacy had just brought it up, and it's just her talking and telling her story. She kind of helped me deal with my own issues, and me talking to her and knowing that someone else was going to communicate with me about it. And it wasn't something that I had to feel insecure about or feel that I was alone in the situation is kind of where this documentary, I kind of think it came to some kind of life, especially with all these ladies. They all have a different story. They all have a different way of how they're dealing with it and different types of mental health that we're so unaware of that are happening in our day to day. These are the people that we're associating with on a regular basis. These are the girls we're seeing in the clubs. These are the girls we work with every now and again when we're on set. And at the end of the day, I don't think if any of them hadn't come forward and said, this is what my story is, we probably would not have known. I honestly believe I would not have known any of these ladies' story. So as a whole, it's a series of combined stories talking about what they're dealing with, how maybe they are combating it, and looking at it as a comedian, we're just trying to say, okay, well, we need to work on this. We have to do better.
You can get involved by visiting the Indiegogo campaign that we've had. We've got that started, and it's www.indiegogo.com/theblindstigma. Donation starts for as little as $2. It is just the price of a coffee. There are other ways that you can donate too. For instance, if you're a business and you want to help out with the cause, if you want to come on board, just message us, send us a message at theblindstigma@gmail.com. You can find us on Facebook. Facebook/The Blind Stigma. And there's also the website, www.theblindstigma.com.
When you're craving the bold flavors of the authentic Caribbean cuisine, come to Potluck. Established in 1994, we have 6 locations to serve you better. For info and catering, call us at 905-608-0700 or potluckrestaurant.ca. Potluck Restaurant. Fresh ingredients, great taste.
Number one rated Caribbean show. Caribbean.
Asif Kasim is a mortgage professional who puts your needs first. With over 15 years of lending experience, he'll provide you with honest, efficient, and personalized service. Make Asif Kasim your first call for all your financing needs at 416-561-1258 or visit him online at theintegrityprofessionals.com.
Now we got a chance to talk to the Toronto Masqueraders Association, who rep for you, the Masquerader. So here's what they had to say about their association. And I told you everything is different. This is all about Scotiabank Toronto Caribbean Carnival, Carabana. So we're here with my good friend Michelle, and I see her at Fets, and we party and we chill in Trinidad and all those things. But Michelle, you know what? You and a bunch of people have started an important organization. So first of all, tell me the organization's name correctly.
It's the Toronto Masqueraders Association.
Okay, so for people who don't know, like myself, I've seen you guys at different fets, at different band launches, giving out literature since last year. So what's the purpose of the organization?
Really to bring awareness to certain events that happen during the carnival season, educate the public. How the organization started was last year, a Facebook page started and garnered a lot of interest. It was basically, first started off as a bunch of complaints and then worked up to being more positive feedback, and the association was started to sort of educate the public as to what exactly Carnival is, the Toronto Carnival, why it started, and how to sort of respect it, I guess, in a way.
Okay, so just to cut you off real quick, for those who don't know, how did it start?
It started many, many moons ago as a gift to the city for the Canada's centennial celebration, and it was given to the city by the Caribbean community. The first year it was for the Canadian centennial, and then after that it just kept going and gained momentum. And
just to cut you off again, for those who don't know, every single ethnic group, Greek group, Italian, they all had their own celebrations in 1967. Toronto Carnival is the only one that's still going.
Yes, that's absolutely true. Absolutely.
Made you lose your train of thought. It's all good. Don't worry. So, this organization is about educating people and informing them about Carnival. What's the feedback been like?
Feedback has been phenomenal. We are growing our social networking through our Instagram, our Facebook, and our Twitter as well. We've started a sort of a Respect the Mass campaign where we have been trying to display the beauty of the mass. So we've been asking people when, tweeting or Instagramming anything about Carnival, their shoes, the costumes they've chosen, to use this hashtag so that we can show others who may not be involved in the parade itself but coming as spectators to actually take a look at the beauty of it.
Okay, so one of the things I think you can help me and people who are out there and who don't know much about mass is, one of the biggest misconceptions is people think that you have to know someone to become a mass player. Is that true, or how do you become a mass player? Like, how's it go?
Oh, okay. Well, this year there are 9 mass bands. All of them have absolutely stunning costumes. It's as simple as the Scotiabank website has a link to all the mass bands. It's as easy as going to their websites themselves, and I think all of them do have websites, looking at the costumes, visiting mass camps like we're in today, even getting in touch with the association. We can help direct you to the right people to see about ordering a costume, picking your sizes, and going out on the road and actually enjoying yourself in a costume.
Perfect. I love it. I love what these guys are doing. So people, website. Just give me the website. I know everything's on the website, your Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, everything like that. So what's the website?
The website is www.torontomasqueradersassociation.com.
Can it be any longer?
No. It was the longest one we could pick. Okay. Yeah. Memorable, right? Yeah.
A mouthful of words.
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Michelle.
Thank you very much.
And you're watching Caribbean Vibrations.
Number one rated Caribbean show. Caribbean.
You're watching Caribbean Vibrations, and I'm here with my friend Michelle. How are you doing today, Michelle?
I'm doing great.
Okay, so we are here at Red Rose Convention Center today at rehearsal for Most Unique Events. And what is the name of this event that we have coming up?
It's called the Diamond Fundraising Fashion Show.
Okay, so it's a diamond fundraising fashion show. We have lots of models, lots of cool things going on. Is there a cause behind this?
Yes, we're doing this for the Sickle Cell Awareness Group of Ontario, and we're raising awareness and hopefully money to find a cure.
Okay, good. That does affect our community, and that's a good thing. So tell us some of the things that are going on.
Well, we have great models, some models from Orange Models, and we have another agency called the Morgan Model Management Group. And then we have some independent models who are here. We have J3 from Buffalo, New York, who's a hip-hop artist. We have Jay Harmony, who's coming out. And we have Robert Rose, who is a young entrepreneur who's also going to be showcasing his products, which is great.
Okay. So, tell us about your company, the company you're involved with, Most Unique Events.
Well, Most Unique Events has been around for about, I would say, 25 years. I've been working at this company, and I started it doing my sister and her husband's wedding. Actually, I'm going to be doing their 25th anniversary come September.
Now that is awesome. 25 years anniversary. Love that stuff.
Yes. So we do event planning. It's anything you have that you want to do, whether it's a wedding, anniversary, corporate events, fundraisers, that's what we do.
Now this event is on July 31st, so if people want to find out more information about it, is there a website or anything that they can contact you?
Yep. They can go to www.mostuniqueevents.com or they can call 416-899-1174. Thank you to all my sponsors. You guys are awesome.
And you're watching Caribbean Vibrations.
#1 rated Caribbean show.
You're watching Caribbean Vibrations. We're at the rehearsal for Most Unique event that's coming up. But you know what? I got a chance to actually, this is kind of weird for me, or not weird, but just new, because you know, women, you love your handbags, and we know about the Louis Vuitton and all those different things. But we have a up-and-coming designer here, Mr. Robert Rose. Thanks for your time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so I was watching the models, and they have all these cool bags, and I was like, some nice bags. And then Michelle said to me, she's like, no, the designer's right there. And I'm like, what? So I have to talk to him. So how did you decide to start doing bags?
I think I was in class one day, and I was in a lecture, and I had a bag that my sister bought for me, and I looked down in the bag, and I was like, that looks like it's easy to make, and I just went home. I actually stopped at the fabric store, grabbed some fabric, and went home and just gave it a shot.
So this is what you do, this, for example, so you went to school for this, or is it just a passion you have?
It was just a newfound hobby turned passion, you know? So.
See, and I like that, people. You understand, if you like something and you're passionate about it, you just got to do it. So we're talking about your bags. I want to see your first bag, because for me, you got to start somewhere. So to explain to me the concept behind this bag.
I just wanted to figure out how to, you know, get it together. You know, you can see the roughness on this bag, you know. Get it together, just piece it together and see how it fits, pretty much. You know?
Now show me one of your newer bags. And what's the difference?
The workmanship, you know, it's a lot neater. Different quality fabric, you know, it's a little bit thicker.
So how long you been doing this now? To go from
I started sewing in January. I got my sewing machine in December. I started sewing in January this year.
Wow. I mean, that is awesome, because I mean, that's something where you're just like, we're only in July. You know what I mean?
Just go for it, and, you know, I just spend a couple hours every day at it and figure it out.
Okay, so people, I want you to check him out. Thanks so much for your time. Look out for him doing big things from our community. And you're watching Caribbean Vibrations.
You've been in an accident? Then call Val Chalbe to help you. As a former defense attorney for a major insurance company, Val has the experience to get you the settlement you deserve. And you don't pay until a settlement is reached. Call today for a free consultation at 416-504-0888 or visit her at mazochalbe.com.
#1 rated Caribbean show.
Now available at Island Mix Restaurant and Lounge in Pickering and Vaughan. Our best authentic breakfast buffet. Every Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Only $9.95. Come, taste the mix. Visit us online at Island Mix.
You know, it's all about Caribbean culture, and you know me, I love Caribbean food. I'm always looking for new hot spots in the GTA, and I think I found a new spot for you to check out in the Mississauga, Oakville area.
I'm thinking about you.
Okay, well, we did some renovations. Before it was, the main focus was it being head office, which is where everything gets shipped out to all the different locations. But we had the space here, so we decided why not utilize the space, create a nice atmosphere where people can actually sit down and enjoy their food, listen to some music, get some drinks. So it's a different feel in comparison to the other locations that we have, whereas more fast food. We revamped the menu. We have it's a lot more, I guess, modernized. We've combined the North American culture with the Jamaican food, so we have stuff like wraps, things that are quick and easy to go. Then we have the traditional stuff like oxtail, jerk chicken, shrimp. We do catering, so we could actually host your event here if you want, or we also cater to whatever location you're at. We do events. We have the space again, so if you do birthdays, wedding rehearsal, dinners, or etc., we do it.